A very good morning, dear students. Welcome back to your social science class. Dear students, we were discussing about the grassland prairies. And when we are saying the previous chapters, we were discussing about the major landforms. And the fifth chapter, we discussed about the DRC. It is a land of dense forest. And sixth chapter, we discussed about the Greenland. It is a land of ice and snow. And the seventh chapter we discussed about the Saudi Arabia, and the eighth chapter we were discussing about the grassland prairies. And the previous class we started this chapter and we have discussed about the grasslands prairies, and we have seen the grasslands in different part of the world. It is known the many different names. And we have seen where it is located, and we have seen about the prairies. It is located in the North America, and we have seen the rivers. It is flowing through prairies. It is the two important rivers. It is Mississippi and the Missouri, and we have seen the climate and the vegetation and all we discussed in previous class. And in today's class, let us discuss about the wildlife, natural resources and the economy. The wildlife, natural resources and the economy. Dear students, you can take your textbook on page number 15. And you can see when we are discussing about the wildlife, the earlier the prairies were the grazing grounds for the millions of bisons. The earlier they are grazing the ground, they are grazing the millions of bisons. The bisons means you can see it is one type of animals. You can see the picture, the type of animal. These animals it is grazing in that ground of prairies, and millions of animals were there. And not now, it is earlier. Now what happened? However, now they are on the verge extinction, and now they are not there. They sent from there, and they are now protected in the national parks. And now where the bisons are protected, the bisons are protected in the national parks. And before, the earlier they were grazing in the prairies ground and all. And we can say the other animals it is inhabit this region cities, including the coyote, badger, fox and prairie dog. And we can see some birds it is there, the golden eagle and the hawk, falcon and quail. These are the some common birds we can find in the prairies. And these are the wildlife. When we are discussing about the wildlife, we can see what all the animals and the birds it is having in the prairies. And next, let us discuss about the natural resources. Dear students, when we are discussing about the natural resources, we can see some important minerals it is found in the prairies. There are the petroleum and the natural gas and the lignite coal. These are the some important minerals we can find in the prairies. And we can see the oil. The oil refineries have also been lately developed in this area, and later it is developed the oil refineries also it is developed in the prairies. And the prairies are also known for their wind power. The region contributes substantially to wind power in the United States of America. And this region, the prairies, it is known for the wind power also, and it is contributing the wind power to the the America and all. And next we can discuss for the natural resources. When we are saying the mainly the important mineral we are having there, the petroleum and the natural gas and the lignite coal. These are the important minerals we can find there. And next we can discuss about the economy. When we are saying about the economy, you know the income or the money from where they are getting. The prairies have agriculture based on economy, and the prairies we can see they are having the agriculture, they are doing the agriculture based economy. And the people they are living in the prairies are basically farmers already. If they are doing the agriculture, usually they will be the farmers, and the prairies also they are the farmers. And the major crops they grown here including the wheat, barley, oats, corn rye, cotton and maize. These are the main crops or the major crops it is grown in the prairies. And we can say the wheat is produced in large quantities in the central and the northern prairies. And the central and the northern prairies, it is a large quantity they are growing the wheat. The wheat is the large quantity it is having there, where in the northern part and the central part of the prairies. And this region is called the wheat basket of the world. And the northern and the central part of the prairies, this region it is known what? It is known as the wheat basket of the world. Because why it is known as the wheat basket of the world? Because we have studied or we said that the wheat is producing a large quantity in that region. So it is known as the wheat basket of the world. And the wheat is exported to all part of the world. All part of the world they are exporting the wheat because of they are cultivating more wheat there and they are exporting to other places. There are large wheat farms in the prairies and they are having a large wheat farms because they are cultivating the wheats there and they are having the large farms in the prairies. And the life of farmers is good in the prairies. They lead a comfortable life. The life of the people, they are living the comfortable life. And they live in the farmhouses or the homesteads with their families and the workers. And already we told that they are cultivating the wheat and all, and they are having the farm, wheat farms and all, and they are living in the farming houses and with the workers and their families and all. They are living there and they are living the good life there, comfortable life there. And the western part of the region, it is the hilly and therefore less fertile. And the western part, when we are saying about the western part it is having the hilly and it is not fertile. And the northern and the central of this region, it is having they are cultivating more wheats and all. And the western part, it is the hilly places, so it is not the soil or it is not the fertile, or it is the less fertile. And the people living here rear cattle. They are vast grasslands where the cattle graze, and the grasslands where it is the vast more grasslands and all, there the cattle rearing. They are grazing the cattle. And the thousands of hectares of land are used for the rearing cattle and the horses, and the 1,000 hectares of the land they are using for the rearing the cattle and the horses and all. The commercial farms or the ranches, the animals are reared for their meat, milk and milk products, and the animals they are growing the animals for the meat and the milk products and all. And the cow are reared for beef, which is exported to other European countries, and they are reared the cow for which purpose? For the meat, and they are exporting the beef to other European countries and all. And the Chicago, it is already we told it is near to the city, and this is important industrial city from where beef is exported. And the Chicago, it is the city where they are exporting the beef and all. And many of these farms export dairy products and rear cattle for their milk products. And many of the farms we can find they are they are rearing the cattle for their milk products and all. And in many of these farms, it is milking of cows is done with the help of machine. And many farms they are having many cows they are having, so they are getting more milk, and to get the milk they are using the machines and also this is the economy of the people we have seen. And when we are discussing about the economy of the people, we can say that the people, those who are living there, they are the farmers, and many, the northern part and the central part, they are in that region they are cultivating more they are growing more wheat, and they are exporting to other places and all. And again we have seen the animal rearing, and this also we can see they are rearing the animals in the and we can see they are getting more meat and the milk products and all, and they are exporting this beef and all to other countries, the European countries and also. These are the about the economy of the prairies. So we have seen about this in this chapter we discuss about the grasslands.